Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Shogi and I'm back with another video. And my mom just went to bed, so I'm not going to be too jubilant in my commentary. But as usual, you're going to get a quick story because I'm taking off my pants right now because I just went to it's been, I don't know. The tournament started like 6:30. It was a Card 5 Vanguard tournament, which is, I play a card game and close windows for a living. And I went, and my mom said the chairs looked really disgusting, even though I didn't think so. But I just took off my pants to be safe before getting on my bed. But I went to a place called the Dugout, and usually, apparently, like 10 to 15 typically show up for a Card 5 Vanguard tournament. I mean, it's a very quickly growing game, or it's growing fast. I think I just said that. But like apparently 3 brothers that usually come together didn't come. 2 people had work, and 1 guy they didn't even know where it was. And we only had 4 people there, and as far as the others, I don't know. But there were only 4 people there. 1 guy that I'd seen before at a different venue, and 2 people that I'd never seen before, and they were cool. They were probably 20 to 25, and the one kid that I knew was definitely, I don't know, he's probably 16. I wouldn't say he's 18. Probably 15 to 17, I'd say. And I've played him before and beaten him. He actually beat me 1 time when I was having a crap day, because I've played him twice before. But today I played him for fun before the other guys got here and beat him 2-0 real quick. And then the guys got there, and the tournament started a little late because we were still waiting on people to show up. And round 1, I played one of the 2 older guys. There was this guy with really, really long hair, who I will address as guy with really, really long hair. Then there was another guy who was just cool. I mean, they're both cool, and they both had awesome mats. One had a High School of the Dead anime mat, and it was just beautiful. If you've seen the anime, you can just, the possibilities. Just imagine it as a High School of the Dead anime mat. And I played him first round, and I beat him 2-0, but he was really nice about it. He wasn't bad. I just beat him 2-0. I mean, you know how it goes. If you've ever played a card game, or maybe even a sport, like if you play tennis, I beat him 2-0 sets. I mean, it doesn't mean he was bad. Can be, but in this case, it doesn't. So since it was only 4 people, I automatically advanced to the finals, and I played. I had just beaten a guy with really, really long hair, right? Now, this is his friend, and he had just beaten the guy who's okay. He beat me 1 time when I had bad luck, so he's at least okay. And even if I have bad luck, beating me is beating Shogi. And I played him, and game 1 he beat me. He just beat me game 1. I didn't have crap luck. He might have had a little bit better luck, but he just beat me fair and square game 1. Game 2. And in this game, I need to explain. You start out with a 5-card hand, all right? And because you have such a small hand, and you have a 50-card deck, the odds are against you getting a great hand every time. So in the rules, you're allowed to send back up to 5 to your deck. You shuffle and redraw the amount that you sent back. You get a free mulligan with your hand, alright? And this guy sent back no cards, which means he had a perfect hand. I've never been able to do that in like 6 or 7 tournaments. Even playing with myself, I've never had a perfect hand. Like, perfect. I've always sent back at least 1, and typically up to 4. The typical is 3, but I send back 2 a lot. But this time I sent back 4, and he kept everything. And I ended up getting an okay hand. Like, I was going to survive. Now, this kid who started with a perfect hand and got an early, what is called a superior ride into an Ezel. For those who actually know what I'm talking about, might as well give you some credit here and fill you in with some terminology. But this guy, to be frank, he gets up ahead really early on. He hits 3 successful heal triggers. So to win, you have to get them at 6 damage. He went down 3 in a matter of 2 turns, 1 of my turns and 1 of his turns, and I ended up beating him in the longest game I've ever played. It took about 30 minutes, but since there were only 4 people, the owner of the shop didn't care if we went over time because he was the guy that was kind of sanctioning the tournament. Since there were only 4 people, he just let it go as long, which is good because it's the best game I ever played. Ended up beating him 6 damage to 5 damage, and that was intense. I got 1 successful heal trigger off that game because you can only heal if you get 1 while you have more damage than your opponent. But I beat him, and then game 3, I sent back 2 cards and got a great redraw into almost what I would consider a perfect hand. It was pretty dang close after my mulligan, and it ended up being really, really close. He took me to 5 damage. I ended up beating him the next turn. I played my entire hand onto the field, so I would have lost next turn pretty much no matter what. But there's something that's called a perfect guard, right? And it nullifies an attack, right? And the game, you need cards in hand to be able to defend attacks because you play cards from your hand to defend most of the time. And there's something called a perfect guard, and you can only run up to 4 in a deck, and their effect is they're all grade 1s, if you know what that means, and which pretty much means you can call it as after your first turn, grade 2 after your second, grade 3 after your third. Pretty much, to be frank with all those people that are just listening for the story and don't have any intention of playing the game. But a perfect guard nullifies an attack if you play it from your hand and discard a card from your hand after you play it. Now, I had been stacking up cards in my hand because I had cards on the field that I just had stay there, and he hadn't attacked them. He'd just been attacking my main guy to deal damage, and I had 7 cards in hand, alright? I run 3 perfect cards in my deck. Almost everyone runs 4. It's a staple in every deck, but I actually only run 3 in my deck. Of the 7, I had 3 in my hand. And he did an ultimate break with a card called Platinum Ezel, because we were both running Platinum Ezel build, which was unique in itself that we were paired against each other using the same kind of deck. They were different decks, though, because he was using the Superior Call Vanguard, and I was not, if you want to go look at my deck list. And he used the Platinum Ezel ultimate break, which gave all of his rear guards plus 5,000 power, and I played 3 perfect guards that turn. Next turn, I drew into a grade 2, dumped the 2 cards in my hand on the field to get every last 1,000 power out of my attacks, and I ended up winning that turn, getting into 6 damage, and it was a great game. So I got 2 packs and ended up pulling the only card that I'm actually looking for to put in my deck, because it's Blaster Blade Spirit, and he's hardly different from Blaster Dark Spirit, who I accidentally ordered because I misread him. But they're so similar that I didn't even go back to order them because they're like $8 cards. But I pulled him, and he's like an $8 card, as I just said, and probably the best pull I could get out of the 2 packs that I got for winning. And I don't know why it wasn't 4 or anything other than that. And I didn't even get to choose the type of packs. He just kind of handed me 2. But at least one was from the set I was going to get. And I don't know, it was just a good day, and made a trade for a nice promo that's worth about $8 for about $2 worth of cards. And that was it. I'm going to go get some Saints Row the Third footage because I updated my BIOS and it doesn't crash my computer anymore. I don't know what was with that, but a lot of people have that problem. And hopefully you guys enjoyed my character because she's beautiful. And I'll find something entertaining for you guys to watch now. See ya.